In the 1950s and 60s, scientists deliberately infected disabled children with hepatitis and called it medical research. If you like this content, please subscribe. Okay, so the experiments took place in Willowbrook State School, a state institution in New York for children with intellectual disabilities. At the time, the school was massively overcrowded. Nearly 6,000 children lived in a facility designed for about 4,000. Sanitation was very poor, and outbreaks of hepatitis were almost constant. Into this environment came pediatric researcher Saul Krugman. Krugman wanted to understand how hepatitis spread and how immunity developed. So instead of simply observing the outbreaks as they occur, his team began deliberately infecting newly admitted children. Some were fed milkshakes containing filtered extracts made from the stool of infected patients. Others were exposed to serums containing live hepatitis viruses. Researchers closely monitored the children, measuring incubation time, liver enzyme changes, and immune responses to map the progression of the disease. These studies ultimately helped scientists distinguish between different forms of hepatitis, which we now know to be hepatitis A and hepatitis B. But obviously, the ethics were very controversial. Many parents were reportedly told that participation in the research would increase their chances of their child being admitted to the overcrowded institution. Krugman defended the work by arguing the children would almost certainly contract hepatitis anyway because it was already endemic at Willowbrook. But critics argued something very different. This wasn't observation of a naturally occurring disease, it was the intentional infection of vulnerable children who could not consent. The Willowbrook studies ultimately advanced the scientific understanding of hepatitis transmission. But they are also the primary reason why modern human research ethics rules were strengthened, including stricter consent requirements and oversight by institutional review boards.